morning, I'm Roy Robertson, and this is Good Business San Diego. Today, we welcome back Brent Wilsey, the president of Wilsey Asset Management. Brent has helped guide investors through bull markets and bear markets and booms and busts and through unpredictable market swings, just like we've seen thus far in 2020. Brent will be talking about investing in this tumultuous year during his next free webinar, which is coming up this Thursday. Brent, welcome back. Hey, this is, it's been an unpredictable year, but not unprecedented. We've seen it, you've lived it. What do we need to know about going through a market like this?
Well, you know, Roy, it's funny because I have been doing this now for about 40 years. And last night I was talking to a friend of mine who's also in the investment world, and we were talking about how crazy this is. But we know we're going to get through it because we went through 87, we went through the 90 banking crisis, the tech boom and bust. We always come through these things, but it's so hard on people's emotions when you're going through this. And they get so focused on, oh, the number of cases or the riots in Portland and Chicago, and they get off the intellectual side of looking at the investments and the numbers and how these businesses are doing. You've got to drop the emotions. And as you know, our logo is no emotions, just results.
Right. So let's talk about the emotions related to this market. I mean, going into the spring, it's like it's fear, it's shock, confusion, and then relief, optimism, and maybe even a little bit more confusion. And the tendency, I guess, for the investors would be to jump in and jump out just based upon being overtaken by these emotions, right?
Exactly. What the emotions do is they cause people to follow the crowd. Like, well, I'm going to buy Amazon because people made money on that. I'm going to buy NVIDIA. I'm going to invest in the S&P 500 because these people made money, so I'm just going to follow the crowd and do that. They have no idea what they're getting into, and you got to get back to looking at the basics of what something is worth investment-wise and not just follow the crowd just because something's going up.
It's that herd mentality, and oftentimes we're listening to the wrong people. As you were saying a couple of months ago, you were saying that your gardener was giving out great financial advice, right?
Yeah, exactly. And Roy, we got to get back to the try and true investment principles. I kind of talk about this. Can you imagine going to a Harvard Business School or a Wharton School of Business, and they say, no, don't worry about the income statement. Don't worry about the balance sheet. Don't worry about profits. That no longer matters. If a stock goes up, it'll keep going up forever. That's all I need to know. So you get an A in the class if you just buy something and it goes up, you're fine. That is not the way the real world works. It does happen for a while, and then it changes very quickly, and this is when investors lose money.
And so at this webinar on Thursday evening, which we're going to invite people to register to attend online at smartinvesting2000.com, you're going to be talking a little bit about your philosophy, the guiding principles that have taken you through all these markets. Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. We show all the principles that I've used for 40 years of investing that I've accumulated over these many years. We show them what we do. We show them how we manage money, what I do for my own personal money, and my $300 million portfolio as well. So we show people, we don't hold back at all. We're showing every single thing we do. And again, as you talked about, it is free.
The webinar is free. It's coming up Thursday night. So, Brent, is there something unique to 2020, or is this just part of the ebb and flow, the predictability of market cycles, or something about this year that's an outlier?
Well, I mean, this year is a great year. I mean, people say, well, great year, it's a terrible year. No, when you're looking at it as an investor, you want years like this where you can step in and buy some great companies, some great equities at good prices, because next year or the year after, you'll be rewarded. So you don't want things high, because we all know, Roy, we're not supposed to buy high and sell low.
Right.
Things are low now. Let's start buying the right companies.
And the first lesson you will learn is keep those emotions in check. No emotions, just results. With Wilsey Asset Management, the webinar coming up Thursday, you can register online right now. It is free at smartinvesting2000.com. That's smartinvesting2000.com. Brent Wilsey from Wilsey Asset Management.